Hi there, this is Toby Green and you're listening to The Green Room with Tom Green and Jacob Gaynor. Stay tuned.
Oh, coffee's for a week for that, mate.
Tom, episode 16. We're back on the winners list. We're back on the air. It's exciting and it's my favourite week of the year. Derby week.
It is. It's a big one, Jacob. Thank you for having me back. It's always a pleasure. It is nice to be back. It's nice to be back on the winners list too. There's no doubt about that. And you're right, Derby week, how exciting. You've been a little bit subdued, but I think it's actually a nice change because sometimes we know you can obviously be like an excited dog at the park and get off the leash and, who knows what happens. So
tell you what, I don't have a leash. I've got a harness.
But it's it's good. Derby week's always fun and it's a game that we're certainly looking forward to.
Now, it's been a pretty big week for the club. I want to talk, obviously we'll touch on the Power game, but I want to talk about a few things that have come out this week, and that is that apparently it's just babies galore.
Yeah, it is. It's you're right. At the Giants at the minute, it is babies galore. We actually are quite a young club, which you sort of forget, and it makes you forget it when blokes are having babies left and right, which of course is, it's amazing, and congratulations to all those, those beautiful families to come and the partners who are obviously doing it a little bit tougher than the boys are, but it's amazing. There's new little faces popping up everywhere, little boys and girls for the father-son, father-daughter for our future AFL and AFLW team, so how exciting.
A lot of girl dads.
Yeah, a lot of girl dads.
Like our AFLW team is going to be pretty special.
It's going to be pretty dynamic pretty soon. I mean, if it isn't already, it's going to be pretty dynamic.
Yep.
With some famous Giants names in the coming years, but it is really exciting. Yeah.
It got
any little ones on the way for you or?
No, yourself.
You've seized up there.
Oh, I hope not.
That caught you by surprise. No,
that question rattled me, and I hope there's no little gainers on the way. I get scared about having kids, man. They'll be my size by they're 8. I can't tell an 8-year-old my size what to do. Like, I got no authority. But it did get me thinking about, because when do you announce that you're having a baby? Like 12 weeks, I think.
Traditionally it's 12 weeks.
12 weeks.
Yeah.
Because it got me thinking, what was 12 weeks ago? Like, there's just some serious announcements coming at the same time. Was it opening round? Did a couple of families enjoy opening round a little bit too much?
I was going to say, maybe we had a good start to the year and they were enjoying
We started 5-0 and some people are telling the tale.
It was a good start to the year. So clearly some better better than others. So, you're right. That is a very good point. I don't want to delve I don't need to think
that's
about
as far as we'll go.
Yeah, we don't need to probably delve into it too much or think about the proclivities of our teammates, but it's an interesting thought of yours.
A lot goes through this mind, Tom. Now
I wouldn't want to hear much more.
No, that's about it. We'll talk Power. A big result, a really big result. So good to be back home.
Yeah,
I love playing at Energy Stadium.
Yeah.
Love playing in Sydney.
Yeah, we do. No, it was amazing to be back, and Port are a quality outfit. So anytime you can beat quality opposition like that, every game's obviously only worth 4 points, but it feels like it's extra special. So. Yeah, to get a good result against a good side and then at home in front of our fans too was amazing.
Few talking points from the game. I've got 3.
What are they?
1, how frustrating as a midfielder is it to just constantly deliver the ball to players that keep missing?
Yeah, don't worry. I've let the forwards know this week that it's time they earn their keep. They start kicking them through those big sticks, actually, not those little ones. But, I mean, the other thing they could argue is that we maybe need to get it to them in, there's different options in the forward line.
Areas.
Exactly, better areas, easier shots. But, I'm sure our forwards have been very good all year. They'll iron that out. I'm sure that's just a little anomaly.
Second point. We clipped last week that you had a celebration coming.
Oh, yeah. We didn't get near seeing
Robbed.
that. Yeah.
We did.
Well,
Toby Green robbed us.
Yeah, well, the thing is about that as well is I actually thought that often they just sort of, when, I've taken the market
it's advantage,
sort of like
really.
advantage. Yeah,
you were in a better spot.
I know I was, and I wanted it. It's very funny on the vision. I was like, when I give it back to him, I was sort of looking at the umpire like, just let it play. And he said, give it to Toby. And I was like,
here you go.
Because, it would have been nice.
It would have been good.
There's
were you thinking about it? I think you would have forgot.
I think I would have forgotten too because I was
and
just
that
like,
I took it, my heart.
And I was hoping like, just let me go back and kick the goal, and then I would have been like, make sure you kick this goal. So
Because Jesse Hogan mentioned to me before the game, he was like, do you want me to do it? I don't think Tom's going to score,
yeah, it's fair enough.
which we probably should get Hogs to do it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Hogs or Toby or Ricker or someone who's kicking goals.
Wouldn't bet on Toby, mate. 1 goal, 6.
Yeah, it's true. And his
Um,
only one should have been mine. So
Yeah. So robbed. But no, I think it's your thing, and I'll remind you again this weekend because it's probably a celebration built for.
I'll
the
try and
derby.
remember.
Yeah, there you go. Nice.
Yeah, just a little practice run.
Third point.
Someone said, I think Billy Clark, my housemate, actually said that I got to be careful. It doesn't look like I'm crowning myself. You know, you know that celebration
King.
though. Like,
Oh, that's so true.
yeah, that like LeBron or like
Yeah.
whatever they do, they like you crown themselves or like the teammates will do them crown them. You got to be careful that doesn't
Just go really far down.
Yeah, I know, but
Almost too far down.
because it just looks that and that look close enough that it's like we don't want to. I can't be crowning
Wow, that
myself.
could've gone bad.
Yeah, I know. So I just need to be.
I
very
still
careful
like
of
the
that.
celebration.
Yeah, I mean, I like the idea of it, but I just think that I don't want me to be doing one thing and everyone be like, "Oh my god, Tom Green's crowned himself."
And then we lose.
Yeah, or just crowning myself in general. I don't think
Well,
is the
we've
answer.
seen celebrations go wrong. Last derby, last year, so at NG Stadium as well. Do you remember when Snooze finally did the go to sleep celebration?
Yeah.
And then we lost, and everyone's like, "Oh, he called game." Everyone, he's like saying night. And we're like, "No, his nickname's Snooze."
No, yeah.
There's a whole thing. So yeah, please don't do that.
I've got to kick a goal first to have this issue.
Yep, well, we've touched on that. Third point: Zach Butters
Mm-hmm.
suspended for a week for striking you.
Yep.
Appealed, off.
Yep.
How do you feel?
Oh, like I don't think he tried to punch me in the face, quite frankly.
But he did
Yeah, I don't know. Like
because he said you flinched.
yeah, no, well, this is what I was then going to say. I don't know if I don't know if that was something to say to the tribunal to help his case, because I hope he didn't actually think that, just because, one, I didn't flinch pretty clearly. I think you can see in the vision I didn't flinch, and two, I actually thought, if anything, I did him a favour, because if I go to a knee there or grab my jaw, I think maybe he gets 2 weeks instead of 1. So
Yeah.
for him to, yeah, look, I understand if that's part of the case to try and get you off. I understand it, but yeah, I don't think. Well, I hope he doesn't think that I actually flinched, because I think it's pretty clear that I didn't. And if anything, I thought I actually did him a favour. So that was interesting. But yeah, like I said, I didn't think he was trying to punch me in the face. And I mean, who knows? I think the rulings of the tribunal, I'll leave it up to them.
You answered that well.
Yeah, well, I don't really know when I say what they're sort of basing it on, or the ins and the outs of it. So I don't think I'm an informed opinion to comment.
Nice. Now, before we move on, we speak every week about feedback.
Mm.
Okay, and sometimes we're for it, sometimes we're against it.
I'm always for it. You're sometimes pretty often against
Depends
it.
what the feedback is.
Yeah, exactly.
I
If
don't
someone's
take it
not
well.
tooting your horn,
Yep.
you're against it.
Yep. No, but we had our fan day on Saturday prior to the Port Adelaide game.
Yep.
And we had a lot of feedback, and a lot of it was positive. And I want to say a massive thank you to anyone that reached out, said they were loving the podcast, said they were hating ASMR, whatever it was.
No one said they're hating
A
ASMR,
few
by
people
the
said
way.
it.
No, they
A
don't.
few people
and
said
how
it.
many more said they love it and bring it back? A lot more. You know
No,
it too.
I didn't listen to them. I got selective hearing. But speaking of feedback, on the last episode, you and I addressed the Euros competition, which is currently going on in Germany. Have you watched any?
I have. I stayed up and watched the Netherlands versus Poland after our game, which was on at 11 at night, and it was actually a pretty good, sort of free-flowing game, that one. Actually, it was a good one to watch. Last night, I've got a fair few Croatian friends, and so it was funny seeing, like, I was just sort of going to bed as the game was starting, and
Against Albania?
yeah, and Albania scored pretty early. And so I got a few disappointed Snapchats with some expletives in it. And then I woke up to some, as well, because Albania scored a really late equaliser too.
Great game, though.
Yeah, it is. But I mean, not
For
if you're a
the
Croatian.
casual
'cause-
viewer?
Yeah, exactly. Croatia have lost their first game and then drawn their second. And realistically, they should be beating Albania. And so it was pretty funny to wake up to some disappointed friends of mine.
Now, when we were discussing the Euros last week, we also touched on, and I can't remember if it was a question or not, but we touched on who do you think is the greatest manager of all time. There were some names that were floated: Pep Guardiola,
Sir
Arsene
Alex.
Wenger, Sir Alex. I think I said Sir Alex. You said Pep, from memory.
Yeah, I might have said Mourinho.
Mourinho was a name that was there.
Yeah, you threw out Wenger. Wenger didn't get a serious
I
run.
said he was in the conversation. I said Sir Alex is the greatest.
Yeah, I disagree with you though. Of course.
Yeah,
like,
well, we could do this all day. But so that's what I want to get to. We've got some feedback from a listener, and I'm going to play it. You haven't heard this before.
no, I haven't. Who's this listener?
His name's Nick.
Nick who?
I will not I'll not release his last name. He is of the older demographic, and he had some opinions on what we said. Now this took some editing
With expletives.
because I had to take some expletives out.
Yeah.
And we're a family-friendly show here in the green room. Now I'm also going to have to lower the volume a little bit because it's pretty loud.
Sure.
All right. So
Pretty
this
excited for
is
Nick's feedback.
Euros/manager feedback from Nick.
I've never heard of anyone before 2000. Dead. What about Brian Clough, who took Nottingham Forest to 2 European Cups? Back when you had to be a champion to be in the European Cup. Not end up 4th. They don't know who Johan Cruyff was.
Well, I don't know.
Pep would be working at bloody Bunnings if I wasn't Johan Cruyff. Yeah, people talking about the greatest managers of all time. Seriously. No, but seriously. People think that soccer started in the year 2010. Who's Van Persie? Seriously. Who's the greatest manager of all time? You people got no ears. They don't. How can you of all time? All time didn't start in the year 2000.
Well, they're both in their 20s, so they don't know anyone.
Well, that's exactly right. So then why are they talking about it?
So thank you, Nick.
You know what? To be fair to Nick, he's probably got a fair point about.
Yeah, he does.
No, just like if they don't know, don't comment on it, which is fair enough. Cruyff, I will say, is one that we should have. I feel like is remiss of us.
And we know who he is. Obviously, a famous Dutch manager.
We're about to say that netballer.
I was about to say Netherlands, but it's Dutch.
Oh yeah, no, fair, yeah. Well, also a very famous player himself, obviously, player and then manager, and he's probably one we missed out on. But these Nottingham Forest. Oh, I took Nottingham Forest. Get out of my face! I don't care. I don't want to hear about it.
Oh, in the 90s.
Yeah.
It wasn't hard back then.
I took Nottingham Forest. Cool, kick it forward, bro. Just boot it forward.
It only got hard in 1997
Pep's
afterwards.
inverted fullbacks and have these. Oh, I was about to swear. These Nottingham
I can
Forest,
beep it.
these Nottingham Forest teams in disarray. I don't want to hear it.
Do you know what I'm
Boot
going to
it
say?
long to a big bot in the middle.
Cruyff isn't in my top 5.
I hope Nick. No, you know what? Nick may get wind of this one now. He's going to be seriously fired up next
He
week.
will, because I'm sending him this back.
Yeah.
No, but it was probably justified, some of that feedback. But
You don't take it well.
I don't take it well. I'm not going to swear.
Yeah, he comes for you. You'll go for him.
Yeah, that's how it goes. That's how it works. But no, I just thought I'd play the feedback. So it's just, we love engaging with our fans.
Yeah, we do. They clearly love engaging with us.
So anything like that, send it through. That took me a while to edit the expletives.
Jacob will have to have the bleeper ready.
That's a cool button. We should get one of those. But we also,
I would love to have my own bleeper because I'd use it all the time.
that went for 5 minutes, by the way. I had to edit that down.
Oh my God.
So I'll play the real clip later. I thoroughly enjoyed the feedback. Actually, I'm not gonna lie, that was really good. It was
Yeah.
entertaining. I was entranced the whole time, and he was wrong because Arsene Wenger is the greatest manager of our generation.
Nah.
No, I'm just joking. All right,
We know.
we're going to move on to some questions, Tom, because we have, as I said to you last
lot.
night, there's a lot to get through.
I'm excited.
Ready?
Yep.
Now, there's a couple, more than a couple, but we're going to try and work our way through them.
Yep.
I've got, I think there's like 10, 15 here. I had to pick out of a lot. So, Loza wants to know.
Loza,
If curls are meant to get the girls,
why do we get none? Is that what
why
you're
are you both single? You can take this one.
I don't know, Jacob. Maybe curls get girls, not a girl. No, I don't know. It's a fair question from Loza. I don't think that the hair. I think if anything, the hair might be a strong point of yours and mine. But maybe it's the rest of us letting us down. Maybe it's our average personalities.
Average personalities, below average height. It's something. But Loza actually sent through 2 questions. You answered that really well. Can we challenge Tom to complete the episode without playing with the microphone and cords? When we started the podcast today, so I knew this question obviously previously.
Yeah,
and I knew this was going to come
I've
up.
been
You
playing around with
slapped
it
the
already.
microphone straight
Yeah,
away.
I was tapping it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, does
Challenge
that,
accepted.
so I assume then Loza must be a viewer because if she was a listener,
You can hear it.
no, but I mean you can hear that, but you can't hear normally. Like if I do, you can't hear this when I
Yeah,
do that.
that's pretty good.
So like,
She's a viewer.
yeah, she must be a viewer. If it is like, if that's, I'd actually love to get some feedback in general from people about our sort of, I suppose, etiquette, our podcast etiquette, because if that's something that really annoys people when they're watching, then maybe I will stop. I know one episode I chewed gum, but like it wasn't into the mic, you couldn't hear it, but I was chewing gum. And my mum was just really annoyed by the visual of being able to see me chewing, which,
That's fair though.
but I don't really, like, you couldn't hear it. Like I understand if I'm in here going, I get that. Yeah, see, exactly. That's gross. But like, I wasn't doing that. It was just the visual of it. So I was sort of a bit less willing to take that feedback on. But yeah, I'd love for people to know, or viewers to let us know about our etiquette if they're happy with it or not. Because maybe that's just gets on Loz's goat. And if it's just her, then I assume Loz's a girl.
I've just got the username Loza.
Okay, well, Loza, boy or girl. If Loz is the only one who's getting annoyed with it, then I probably won't stop. But if that's a pretty common thing, then maybe I will.
We've touched on Toby's mark, so we won't address that again.
Mm.
SD_Duggo wants to know 2 questions. Rate the 5 best nicknames at the club.
Haven't we already done this?
I don't think we've done nicknames.
I thought we did this earlier in the year.
Did we?
Maybe.
I don't think we did nicknames. I can't remember that.
I don't know. I don't reckon there's that many interesting. I mean, Snooze is obviously an interesting one, but other than that,
Snooze.
there's no real.
Seek.
Yeah, but we all know about Hide and Seek now, I think. Briggsy's got a fair few funny ones. I'm not necessarily going to.
Big Sexy.
Yeah, Big Sexy.
Truck.
He picked up a couple like of funnel web mentions because he missed a session in the preseason because he got bitten by a spider apparently. So he got a few spider bite sort of nicknames and stuff like that. He's got a few good ones, but other than that, we're a pretty boring club, I think.
Jacob Ware. Werewolf.
Yeah, Wolfie. Yeah, I guess.
I actually went out to the VFL on the weekend and watched Wolfie play, and I think there was something, and I yelled out Wolfie. I think he didn't get paid a free kick or something. And I got quite animated, and my uncle was there watching as well, and he said, "Oh, why do you call him Wolfie?" And I was like, "Oh, werewolf." Blah blah blah. And he goes, "Oh, I would have nicknamed him Tupper."
Yeah, Tupperware.
Tupperware.
It's not a bad one either.
Pretty good name. I
Yeah.
thought it was pretty impressive.
Good on your uncle.
You used to have one, Tractor.
Yeah, that was just because I sort of moved like one, but I think I'm too dynamic.
You
for
elaborate
now.
on that? You're slow, but you cover a lot of ground.
Yeah, exactly. At a decent clip. So just tractor just going all day, I guess. But that was given to me by Adrian Fletcher when I was 17 playing the Allies and hasn't really stuck. Which
You don't really have another one, do you?
just
Greener?
greener. Just greener, yeah.
Yeah, it's boring.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll put it up to the fans. What's
I can
Tom's
come
new
up with one
nickname?
if I like.
How much do you plan? This is from the same guy. How much do you plan ahead media wise, and how many posts are ready for the Swans?
How many did you have to delete this week?
I'm not going to comment on this week
Yeah, no, sorry.
because it's going to make me
No,
animated.
normally, how many do you have ready to go?
A fair few. I've actually got. I think I've touched on it before. I've got a few folders for different scenarios. Whether that be a close game, a bad game, a good game, a game that we win by 100 points plus, a game in the rain, a game in the dry, a game at home or a game away. I've got it all.
Oh, you really are ready to go.
If Tom plays well, I've got something. If Tom finally scores a goal,
If I play well, you've got nothing. If I play poorly, you've got a fair bit.
well, I haven't had to use anything from the folder of playing well.
Is that right, is it?
No, we're getting along this week. How many posts are ready for the Swans? If we beat the Swans, you best believe we're going to have something to say. Cooper Cox wants to know, Tom, if you didn't, it must be both of us. If you didn't work or play in the AFL, what would your job be? Don't say like basketball. I don't want to be not an athlete. I'm no athlete.
I have no idea.
Any passions in school, Tom?
I like history and I like other cultures. It's why I'm studying law. So I don't know. I could say lawyer, but I wouldn't be a lawyer yet, and I don't know if I want to necessarily be a lawyer because I don't care about your parking fines or your car you rear-ended someone. I don't care about that. it's more.
You probably should be someone that does care about that because you have a lot of parking fines and your car has.
No, my
speed
parking
smashed
fines are fine, and people have hit me. And but I'm interested in history and other cultures. So I don't know. Maybe I'd be a diplomat. Let's say that I'd be overseas working on Australia's international relations around the world.
Wow.
What about yourself? Stack shelves.
Can't stack just the bottom shelf. I would be a comedian. Stand-up comedian.
Why? Like you say, why don't you do that anyway?
I do. I could be. I could be the next Kevin Hart. We just don't know.
But I'm saying, like, why don't you try?
Because I'm busy.
Because you're scared.
Yep. Terrified.
No, to be fair, it would be scary.
Don't take feedback and I don't take failure.
Mm.
Adam, I actually met Adam on Fan Day as well.
Kingsley.
No. What has been the most challenging AFL moment for you, Tom, and how did you overcome it? Great question.
That is a good one. My most challenging was probably getting dropped in my third year, I think. And
Was that 2022?
yeah, I think that's probably my most challenging moment. And or maybe sort of playing a few games early in my first year, then being unable to break into the side until right at the end of the year. And yeah, that like it is. I think it's just you just got to keep working hard. You got to understand that it's not necessarily going to last forever, and understanding the way out of that is not feeling sorry for yourself and giving up. It's about working harder and doing everything you can to put yourself in a position to succeed when your time comes, or banging the door down to make your time come. I think is probably the way to go about it. It's sort of what I learned, I guess.
Paige wants us to bring back a Song of the Week. It will be returning later in this episode.
Yeah, well,
which is exciting.
It is a little bit inconsistent, which is a shame because I think our listeners really appreciate it. So
we've done it though the last few weeks, haven't we?
Yeah. You often sort of half-ass it a bit late, but yeah.
Okay, let's talk about your trending topic today, mate. You got one?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, we'll see how we go. Liam wants to know, we've heard your favourite smell. What is your favourite physical feeling? I love these questions. Behave.
My favourite physical feeling. What's funny?
Stop looking at me like that.
Looking at you like anything. My favourite physical feeling would maybe be...
I'm going to say sneezing.
That's a good one. But I was going to say maybe people who have played cricket, when you play a really good cricket shot and it comes right out of the...
you can hear it?
Yeah. Not only the noise, but the feel of when you hit the sweet spot of the bat and then watching the ball race away. But just like the feeling even in your hands, because obviously if you hit it high up, it feels rubbish. You edge it, toe, feels rubbish. But if you hit the sweet spot, particularly on like a cover drive or something like that, it just feels heavenly. It feels so good. It feels like, again, and it is exactly what the cricket bat was made to do, but it just feels sweet in the hands.
I like it. Benjamin.
Anyway, yeah, sneezing's cool though.
Well, you always make my answer sound terrible. What have I got that's similar to that?
No, you've got nothing, mate. Move on.
Yeah, you're right, Tom. I've got absolutely nothing.
Let's move on, mate.
Yeah,
Come
I've got
on.
nothing. All right, 2 more questions.
Yeah.
Benjamin, Jacob, can you beat Tom at any sports?
No.
Yes.
What?
I'd beat you at swimming.
No, you wouldn't.
I'd beat you in the pool, mate.
No, you over what distance?
50 metres.
No way. Literally no way.
Let's have a race. I would beat you.
No, literally no way you will beat me.
I genuinely.
I know for
I'd put like anything on the line here.
So would I think.
Like I would get your name tattooed on my chest if you beat me.
Can we bet this?
What would you do if I win?
I don't know. I'll probably just give you some money or something. I don't want a tattoo.
Deal.
How much are we putting on it? And when are we doing this?
I'll do tattoo, you do money. Because
how much money do you
I have room on my body for tattoos, but I do not have money.
You just said chest. You said you'd get my name tattooed on your chest.
Yep. Doesn't have to be big, but I'd get Tom Green.
Oh my God. Can we...
Yep. Butterfly or
this.
freestyle? What stroke?
Freestyle? Come on.
Oh, so you're a bit scared of the other ones.
Oh my God.
Butterfly?
Freestyle. I can't believe you. Are you a gun swimmer? I just don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll wait and see.
When do we want to do it?
Yeah, I feel like we need someone to film this though.
We do need an officiant.
No, yeah, no, I know that, but I mean, I feel like we need someone to film this, and it needs to go somewhere. Like, as in, on the next episode of the podcast, it needs to be like,
Yep.
in a section. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
We'll grab producer Will, who is, if you are a viewer, you can see the lovely Never Surrender jumper in the studio today.
Make sure you buy and store. They're selling quickly.
Yep, that is courtesy of Will. We'll get Will to come film.
Yeah, and it can be in the next episode. I actually don't see how you beat me. I can't fathom how you beat me. Is it a diving start too?
Yeah.
I can't see how you beat me. I actually don't see it.
Like, I'm actually like extremely confident.
What would you like at the swimming carnivals at school? What were you in were you swimming in the top level, the top flight?
Yeah, but
Were you in your house's relay as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
You?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
Like I'm a
But
pretty.
I never really tried hard because I knew I was going to nationals.
Oh my gosh! Shut up! You did not go to nationals.
Reserve, mate.
Anyway, we'll wait and
Nationals
see.
reserve
I
butterfly.
still think. See, you want to swim butterfly? I think I've got you covered. I actually.
But like,
Do you still
freestyle's
swim
like,
at all? Do you still?
Do you know what it is? Butterfly is like riding a bike. Freestyle's like going back to having the training wheels on. It's easy, mate. I can just get it done.
Oh my god! I cannot wait to beat you. 50 meters.
Yep, 50 meters.
So next week, let's just go up to the pool up the road.
Yeah, either after a training session or before
Yeah.
a training session or on your day off, whenever you want, mate. I'm happy to beat you whatever day suits you. Because like, there's probably no coming back from you for you.
Well, I mean,
Like, when I beat you, it's pretty embarrassing.
no, it was.
I'm half your size, but I'm a fish.
I just don't think you are gonna be.
People used to call me the tadpole.
I think you underestimate how good of a swimmer I am.
I think we're underestimating each other.
This could be a battle for the ages.
This could be the slowest freestyle race ever.
Wait and see. I think you're going to be really surprised.
Wow, this is exciting. Great question, Benjamin. You might have.
You really ignited something here.
Wait, how much money are we talking? Are we talking about? We'll talk about off screen. Like, do you want to put the money on there or no?
Well, what's a sort of figure you're looking to make for yourself?
Well, I'm putting.
I know,
I'm going to
don't
put your
say
name on my body forever.
yeah. So, well, how much? How much does a tattoo cost? Let's say.
For your name, probably $150, $200.
Okay, so it's got to be probably that at least.
It's probably going to be more. from
That's
your
why I said
end.
that. It's got to be that at least, as in like.
Yeah. So let's say 500.
Okay.
Okay.
Fuck, I'll be nervous now. $500 in the pool, far out.
Woo.
But you also then have to get my name tattooed on your chest, which will be.
Fine.
It'll be.
I wouldn't do it because I'm not going to lose.
You've shut.
And then we will do a reveal on the podcast.
Yeah, we will.
All right. Great question.
As in, you're either going to have $500 bills in front of you, or you're going to have to get the chest out.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Either I will be here showing my tattoo off, or I won't be here because I'll be on holiday with the money you've just given me, and you can have bucks here for a week. All right. Last question. I hope I'm pronouncing this right. Taj, T-A-J, Taj.
Yep.
Thoughts, Tom, on the AFL introducing a sin bin?
I don't like it, but I only don't like it just because this is the way that
Have we touched on this before? I think I've heard your opinion on this.
maybe it was a card or something like
Yeah.
that, or I don't know. That's just like, I get it's a thing in rugby and I understand it and like it's fine, but I don't know. I'm just a bit
It's
of
just
a
another rule up to interpretation.
yeah. I'm just sort of like, why? Like AFL hasn't been that so far, so why bring it in now? But that's only my opinion. I don't really have that any. Some people often have really good solid reasons why they don't want something like that. But like, I'm just a bit like, AFL hasn't done it yet, so let's just leave it.
All right. Should we get to...
Red light, green light.
Yep.
Yeah, we should. This is people's favourite segment.
I know, and I like it too.
I love it. Let's do it.
Red light, green light. The rules are pretty simple. I will say a subject, an object, or something similar, and then Tom and myself will say red light, green light. So red light, we do not agree with it. Green light, we do agree with it.
Yep, love this.
A special shout out to Angus Murray from our admin team, from our commercial team, I should say, for sending through a couple of great options here.
Really? Are we going to start with his?
Yep.
Great.
Shaking hands before the match. Green light, red light.
Like that. I really like that. I don't do it. So like, I guess in that way I'm potentially a red light, but if people want to do it, I'm not I'll do it. Like if someone offers me their hand, I'm not going to
Is it
not shake
circumstantial?
it. Well, what do you mean?
Like if we go play, say we play Richmond, you're lining up on Tim Taranto in the middle. He's shaking his hand because you know him.
No, again, I'd probably just say, or a little like smile or, whatever. But like,
Whereas in comparison, like this week, Sydney Derby.
I'm just either way. If whoever I'm lying, if Chad Warner, if Isaac Heaney, if James Rowbottom want to shake my hand this weekend, I'll shake their hand. I've got no issue with that. But
you won't initiate it.
I'll never initiate it. But that's also not out of like it's just not, I don't know. I've never done it. So I suppose in that way it's a red light, but I'm not going to also not, if someone offers me their hand, I'm not going to, I'm not going to curve them. I'll shake their hand. So I suppose maybe I'm either indifferent to it or,
Yeah, okay.
But I'll never offer it up.
Yellow light.
Yeah, I suppose.
Okay.
Proceed with caution.
Yeah, I'm probably similar. I'm probably more red light,
Yeah.
only because I like the
Yeah.
game. Like I don't want to be a mate right now.
Yeah, exactly.
After the game, green light.
Yeah,
Shake
well,
the hand.
I'll make sure I shake everyone's hand if
Yep.
I can, yeah.
Okay. Tipping against your team. Red light.
Yeah, the red light.
Can't do it.
Yeah, I actually have, because again, Billy and Joanna, who two people I live with in tipping comps at work, and I think they might actually sometimes tip against us, which makes me want to belt them. But yeah, I just I don't know. I just when I used to tip, when this is back when I used to support Richmond, I would never, like, whether I thought they were a chance of winning or not, I was tipping Richmond.
Wow.
Mm.
Okay.
Big red light for mine.
Yep. Same. Printing out your tickets to events. Red light or green light?
In general, I'm gonna say red light. Just I think ideally if you can get it on your phone, on the Apple Wallet or whatever, like just get it there. But I get having the hard copy can be handy as well.
Okay.
Yourself?
Yeah, I'm gonna say red light. Like it's just the time's gone.
Coop, what about you? Red light, green light to printing out your tickets to events.
For those that are viewing, Cooper Hamilton's just walked into
Just
the room.
walked in. He's now watching us.
He's watching us. Red light, green light. Have you heard that game?
Red light, green light for printing out tickets to events.
So green light.
Green light for you?
Like you do it.
You wouldn't just have it like on the Apple Wallet?
Aren't you like 20 years old? Oh my god, I thought you were talking about Squid Game. Oh no. He's a child.
No. Red light?
Okay.
Red light.
Vegemite.
That's the last time we ask him as well.
I'll leave.
Vegemite in the fridge. Also, it's such a weird segment to walk into.
Yeah.
Hey mate, do you print a ticket? Great podcast.
Have we not asked this, or was it butter or something? I swear we've already done
I think
this
we
one.
did sauce.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm
a red light.
I mean,
Goes
again,
in the cupboard.
yeah, I don't really mind.
Cold Vegemite.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm pretty easy going, bro. Pretty chill.
Singing the song even when you don't know the words. So say there's a song on you go, I'm gonna mumble.
Nah, keep quiet. Red light.
Yeah, I'm a massive red light.
I just think you know the lyrics or keep it to yourself. I don't need to hear someone trying to,
My dad's criminal for this.
Yeah.
If the song's on, he
Brad
doesn't know
needs
it,
to probably
he'll
watch it.
He'll just keep singing it. I'm like, no, this is not.
Just learn the lyrics and then you can pipe back up.
Yep. Hey, Brad. Hey,
Yeah.
let's let Post Malone sing this. Hey?
He's pretty good at what he does.
Hey.
I wouldn't mind hearing him.
Guess who's the professional? Baby talk. I couldn't be I'm like such a big red light.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it's such a big green light
No,
for this.
I hate it.
Yeah, nah, it's
Not
not the
it?
answer. No, it's
Red
a red
light.
light. It's a big red
So
light. Big red light.
This one we've also had a few sent through as well.
Yeah.
So this is from Kath Brown, from the Brown family. Crocs and socks.
I'm for it. Yeah.
I'm gonna say red light.
Nah, I think
I don't like Crocs.
I mean, Crocs. I don't have a pair of Crocs.
Neither.
They're a bit whatever to me. But if you want to wear Crocs and socks, go for it. Crocs will be. I mean, they get
It
cold
looks
in
comfy.
there.
It
Yeah, they
looks
get cold in there. So
I'm gonna say green light for sandals though,
Yeah, well, I've done that. I've travelled in the socks and sandals.
and you get feedback.
Yeah,
I
do.
like it.
Yeah, no,
Slides and
I'm
socks.
all for it.
Green light.
Yeah.
Sandals and socks.
So then why are
green
Crocs at red light?
light. I just don't like Crocs.
Yeah, okay, that's not a red light then for Crocs and sandals. Sorry, Crocs and socks.
Yes, it is.
It's just a red light for Crocs. I think it's a green light for mine.
Rewatching the same TV series or movie like over and over again.
Well, it depends how many times. So, like, obviously, good ones you want to revisit. But if it's one of those things where like you default put on, which again Joanna does, if you put like
Background noise.
Friends on and you've watched it through like 9 times, like, are we serious?
That's what I do. Green light.
Nah, I think that's a red.
Like, I'll
chill
watch
out.
Friends all the time at home, and if I'm traveling, more likely than not, I'm watching a movie I've already seen.
Yeah, I think that's poor.
I
don't think
I
that's
think
a-
it's comfortable.
No, but but again, just don't watch anything, or I don't know.
Like
read
I
or-
would have watched Kevin Hart stand up 20 times plus each one.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
It's good fun, and I laugh every single time.
No, that's legit ridiculous.
It's not.
It's a red light.
It's a green light. Well, this is pretty similar, and you have addressed this before, so I think I already know your answer. Listening to the same song over and over again. Green light.
Enormous red light. It just
Green light.
ruins the song. It ruins the song. And it ruins
So you're
the
just like
experience for
one
everyone.
and done?
No, well, like I'll listen to it a few times in a day, but I'll never loop the same. Like even if I want to listen to it in like 2 times in one trip, which rarely I want to do, it's like beginning and end. It's
Really?
not, yeah, like songs in between. Like you can't just keep hitting the same one.
See, I'm all for replaying it, but then like if you start it, sometimes your mind wanders and you're like, well, I didn't really appreciate that song, so I've got to restart it.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Nah, green light. This is a good one. I don't know how to frame this question. So this was also sent through from Henry. If you're driving the car, do you or the passenger choose the music? So red light, green light.
I think the person driving.
So well, let's say, the driver chooses, I think, everything.
Yeah,
Music, heating.
yeah, I agree with that. I do agree with that. Generally as well, it's their car. So yeah, I would say. It's,
So if I got into say we went up the road to the pool
mm,
and we get in the car
mm.
and I just put my phone on aux, start playing,
Like I wouldn't mention anything to you, but I'd be like, "Why are you doing that?"
really, I'd say something to you.
My first thing though, as well, is like I'll just plug my phone straight in. Like when I hop in the car, I'll just plug my phone in because like Apple CarPlay and stuff. So I'll just plug it straight in generally. But the only exception to that I think is when I'm the passenger because I have a really good music taste. I'm taking the piss. I'm joking.
It's a green light, but a red flag.
It's I think the driver should decide it all.
Same. Okay, that was pretty good.
That was pretty good. Thank you to all our listeners and Angus as well for sending in those red light, green lights. Again, everyone seems to love them, and I certainly enjoy doing them. So, thank you very much. Keep sending through.
We touched on it earlier. Paige wants it. We want it. You ready for the song of the weekday? What are we going to call
Well,
it?
it's probably the week, just because we only do this
record
once a
weekly.
week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get into it.
Right. What are you listening to, Tom?
Well, I'm not really sure which way to go with this one because there's a couple of songs that I'd like to say, but I think what I'm going to run with is no. You know what? I don't care. I'm giving out. I might 2. You know what? Do I give out 3? Am I that generous this week?
We got time.
Yeah, I think I'll give out 3. All right.
I'd love to know if people actually go and listen to them.
I hope they do. I mean,
I
people
listen
seem
to
to
yours.
really enjoy this segment, so I hope people do.
What was your song last week? Because I did enjoy it.
It was WESPN by Shekwes.
And you will, Giants fans, you'll be seeing it this week for our pre-game arrival.
It's good to hear because it's a great song.
It's a great song.
So another song that this week for mine that's sort of in that rap vein is Magic Johnson by Ian. Ian's an artist that's recently blown up. I saw this song leaked on TikTok before it officially came out, and I was like, I just need this song. And he released an album, and it didn't come out in the first drop, but it came out on the deluxe. His I think it's his debut album as well, Valedictorian. And the song Magic Johnson is certainly my favorite off that. It's a great song, great vibe. A little bit of a grittier sort of sound, I guess, than some people say. You heard a little snippet of it before. It's like sort of
It was loud.
industrial almost in the way that it's artificial, maybe you'd even say. But anyway, so Magic Johnson by Ian is one. Another one I'm loving at the minute is How You Feel by ANOTR. I don't know how to. I think that's just how you would say their ANOTR. They had
Or another.
Relax My Eyes. I
Another?
don't know if it's another or
Pretty cool way to spell it.
yeah, ANOTR though. Like you all would have heard, Relax My Eyes by them, which is obviously a pretty big song over the summer. And yeah, this song, How You Feel, I'm a big fan of. Great vibes. Again, great sort of summer tune, which I'm excited to play come summertime. I'm enjoying it right now, but come summertime, I'm really excited for it. And then this is a bit of an older one. This one's called I'm So Hot For You by Bobby O, off his 1983 album, Freedom in an Unfree World. Just a great, I don't like when I say I don't really know how to explain this one. It's just a great song. It's got a great feel to it. I think everyone should listen to that one. I think if you're going to listen to any out of the three, maybe listen to that one. I'm So Hot For You. It's a bit different from the 80s. I like it a lot. What about you?
You're not a massive fan of this genre.
So it's country.
It's country.
Yeah.
But I just find it so easy to listen to, and I love driving to it.
And what is it?
Luke Combs just released a new album. It's called Father and Sons. It's about like his relationship with his dad and his kids. Really good album. Little Country Boys is my pick of the album.
Nice.
I can promise you won't like it, and I promise you won't listen to it.
Is it what you played a little snippet for me
Yep.
before? Yeah, I won't listen to it.
Yeah, it's a
unfortunately.
bit too slow for you, I think.
No, but also just country. I'm sorry to
so
our
good.
country listeners, and I know there's probably a few, but I just doesn't do it for me.
What about like the
This is
Post
probably gonna
Malone,
be- nah.
like none of that.
Nah,
None of that new pop country, none of it.
Not really. No.
Huh.
I liked Old Town Road or whatever. I liked that, but that's like
Bit of Billy Ray.
Yeah, it was also Lil Nas X mainly. I mean, he had the song, so. But yeah, no, I don't know. Country doesn't do it for me, but that's great because I feel like I sort of covered a few other genres over here, and that sort of helps round us as a podcast when you've got the country in the mix there as well. I like it.
Cool. All right. So
Listeners, by the way, one thing I think I said last week, but I like. So you've heard that. Make sure you listen into those songs. Give us feedback on what you think about those songs, but then also send in your songs that you're listening to. I got a DM off one of our listeners. I want to pull this up right now. I should have come better prepared.
as per.
Because I really like this by Ruben Evans. His song recommendation was First Off by Future and Travis, which I have heard. He said, you'll love it if you haven't heard it. I have heard it before, and I do like that song. You're right, it is a great song. It's off Future's album, I think The Wizard. Let me just confirm that. But that is a great song. And what the main point that I'm trying to make there is that I like that, people are sending in their that is off, by the way, Future Hendrix Presents The Wizard. That's off that album. I really appreciate people giving their song recommendations too. So let us know what you think of our songs, and then also make sure you're sending in some for us to listen to too.
Nice. Now, before we get to the poem,
Yes.
I want to talk about your scoring because there's been feedback.
The feedback's probably been that I've been generous.
No, it's not. Like, it's been pretty stiff. And a lot of people think you're getting pretty lazy.
Who are these
and
people?
you just
Who are these
result into
people?
a 7.
I haven't though. I've said 7 once. I literally said 7 last week for the first time.
Very good poem. 7 is a rookie score. Tom needs to lift his game. I give you an 8.4. So the fans...
Who said that? Your mum?
She doesn't listen. Key... I can't pronounce the username. It ends in a 5958 though. So I just want to put that in the back of your mind.
Yeah, let's hear it then. Go on.
Ready?
Yes, mate.
Okay. I don't think it's too long. It's pretty cruisy. Tom, it's been a pleasure, but you've had your turn to speak. Now it's my turn. Let's recap the week. I'll start this week in discussing the power Ken and Port left NG Stadium feeling quite sour. A swipe at Port, well, I couldn't resist. Every shot on goal, well, you boys missed. Even if you had a map, you couldn't find the goals. I'll give you a hint. They're between those two middle poles. Toby robbed you of a celebration and a shot at the big sticks. We missed out on that, so we could kick 1 goal 6. Nevertheless, a big final quarter and the win was clinched. Zach Butters threw a punch and said you flinched. His suspension was appealed. What more could you expect? I mean, Tom was soft. He didn't even connect. If it was a punch that Butters threw, I'd be jealous because I'd love to punch you too. But now we're on to the Sydney Derby. It's my favourite week of the year. It's the week where everything goes up a gear. It's no secret the Swans are flying. They're proving hard to beat. So a win on Saturday afternoon will be no easy feat. But even for the Swans, this is an almighty quest, for they would never have ventured out west. The Anzac Bridge is something they may have never crossed. This game will be delayed because they'll probably get lost. Here's hoping it's a Giants win that's reported on the news, not the opinion of another boomer like. So no doubt it'll be a big afternoon. Swans fans think the Flags won in June. The AFL season is far from over yet. Sydney's good run is under some serious threat. 2 of the best in the competition from the same state. There's not that much love There's a lot of hate. I mean, the only Sydney that I like is Sydney Sweeney, so it's time to silence the Swans and our boy Isaac Heaney. So good luck getting past the Orange team. We'll win this game, and then I'll post a meme.
Well done, Jacob.
Thank you. Thanks, Tom.
Yeah, as I've said, some of those rhymes were a little bit suspect, by the way.
Like,
Just a long pause and then a gear. Like,
it's called dramatic effect.
anyway, some fractionally suspect rhymes, but the swipe at me, although incorrect, was, fair enough. We appreciate when you go at me.
Was that when you flinched? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, like when you're saying that I did, like, not, again, I didn't, but when you're saying that I did.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, love to see shots at the Swans, of course. What do I give you this week? Maybe you can have an 8.2. You can have an 8.2. It's pretty good.
It's pretty high.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
I'll take it.
I liked you going to me. Again, I'm always going to, I don't mind you getting stuck into the Swans. I know you've got to have some sort of outlet for that, so I don't mind that.
My creative outlet this week is 45 minutes into a podcast.
Yeah. I mean, it's mine every week.
Mm.
That's why I bring so much to it.
Real prepared, man.
Are you going to suck about that too now or what?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, it's about time.
I'm not going to suck because I don't do that.
Oh, you do. You suck with the best of them.
I don't. But it's a big week, Tom. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you very much. I'm excited.
For those Giants fans that have Saturday free, make sure you head out to Blacktown prior to our game against the Swans. The VFL boys are in action. 2 big returns.
Yep.
Or one big return in Adam Kennedy, who's finally back from a ACL injury and some other little issues, and James Leake.
Making his club debut, which is
will-
really, really exciting.
Will run out in the orange and charcoal for the very first time. Very, very exciting. And this will come out after 5 p.m, Tom. So we've got some really big, exciting news.
What's that?
You were there.
Oh, yeah. Are we allowed to, I suppose we are allowed to say, aren't we?
You
Then
can
if it's
say
going to come out after, yeah. A Maxi Grew debut. How good is that? Big
wow,
Maxi.
that's a great caption.
Yeah,
gonna
Maxi
be
Grew
my-
debut.
That's going to be my caption.
Why do I
Do
do
you
your
think-
job for you?
do you think-
Why do I do it for you?
You don't.
I've given you the song that you're going to then put on the intros thing. Maxi Grew debut.
No, you've been good.
I know I'm good.
No, you've been good.
I'm always good.
You're not good at finding the goals, mate. 4 goals this year. It's round 16.
Oh my!
Get
I'm just
better.
playing a really strong
better.
defensive role for us.
Do you think enough people would get it if, so, when there's a contract or a debut, we like to put out a little teaser.
Yeah.
Do you think enough people would get it if I put up a photo of just Mike Wazowski?
No.
Not my best.
No, unfortunately not. Oh, look, maybe I'm off the mark with what people are going to understand, but I wouldn't get that. If you posted that tonight, I'd be like, what the hell is he talking about?
Okay. Noted. I won't do it. That's all I needed to know.
Yeah.
I
Well,
just like asking.
yeah, it's good you should check in with me.
But good luck.
Thank you very much. It's exciting.
I'm looking forward to seeing the celebration finally.
Hopefully.
Don't
Hopefully.
crown yourself. Make sure you cup
Oh,
cup the hands, pull down a bit
Exactly.
further.
I won't be, I certainly won't be crowning myself.
And I guess I will see you in the pool.
I'll see you there, and I'll see my name on your chest forever.
So if any fans need some money, I'm about to get a little bit. So send through a message and we'll divvy up this $500 and have some fun with it. But no, good luck, Tom. It's been a pleasure as always.
Thank
And
you,
do you want
guys.
to do your little out spill?
Yeah, I certainly will. Yeah, again, thank you for another great episode, Jacob. Fantastic as always. To all in the green room listeners and Giants fans, whether you're a Giants fan or not.
Oh, your mic's cut because you keep playing with it.
No, it's not my fault. I
You
don't
had
know
a
how,
challenge.
How does that come out of the back though?
You had
Like,
a
are we
challenge
serious?
and you just failed it. Stop
Nah,
touching things.
Yeah, okay, well, I'll stop touching that, but I don't know how that's...
Start again.
So, to all in the green room listeners and Giants fans, even if you're not a Giants fan, if you're an in the green room listener, make sure you purchase a beautiful Never Surrender jersey. We saw Dan Gorringe got his hands on his, which is fantastic. It's the best jersey in the competition, and so make sure you get your hands on it because they're selling out quickly. To all in the green room listeners, regulars, or if it's your first time, thank you very much for tuning in. You make the show absolutely worth doing and the most fun every single week. We love you so much. We wouldn't be anywhere without you. Make sure you send it to a friend, send it to a family member, and you can catch us on all major streaming platforms or watch us on YouTube. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next week.